So, Face Off Brunch Series family, this is Pierre again. This is my mentee, Marvin Pierre. As was mentioned in the opening clip, he was supposed to be here with us, episode 8. Wires got crossed and he had something else to do, so he didn't make it. But he's here with us today, and I'm ever grateful, and I appreciate it greatly.
Happy to be here.
So, prior to coming on the air, we're discussing, I guess, our relationship, the whole mentor-mentee dynamic, and how it came to be that we have this relationship. But fundamentally, the real question is the need for such a relationship between black males, as if you look at the family structure, at times the father may not be there, and something even more germane, in the educational system itself, the school system itself, there aren't that many African American male teachers. Now, there are plenty in the space of coaches or in the art department, but as far as in the actual classroom itself, you don't see too many of them. So that's how I think Marvin and I have somewhat formed this bond, this relationship. Now, we were just asking the question, I just asked Marvin the question earlier, do we think that young black boys, should they be taught by young black men? That is, Marvin is mid-20s. In his current state, he could definitely have a great impact, I think, on someone in the, I don't know, the 8 to 12, the 8-year-old to, I guess, pre-high school type age. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. I think we definitely need more black males in the classroom.
Okay.
I think for me, as an inner city kid, one of the things that would have been beneficial growing up, it was to be taught by a person of color, specifically a male of color, and I think that would help me navigate my way through life a little bit easier.
Why do you think that's so important? Could you
Because I think especially for, again, inner city kids, they tend to follow what they see.
Okay.
So, for instance, a lot of our kids tend to fall into drugs and violence, and part of that is because that's what they see on a daily basis.
Okay.
So if you place if a child is in a classroom and is being taught by an African American male, they'll see something else as opposed to what they see on the outside of school.
Okay.
And I think, that's one of the things that put me on a path to success. Throughout my life, I was unfortunate to have teachers per se, but I had mentors that I saw that were successful and doing the right thing. And because I saw that more than I saw the negative things that are happening within my community, I wanted to emulate the good as opposed to the bad. So I think that plays a huge role. And if we as a society put more males in the classroom, males of color in the classroom, I think you'll see a big impact on the lives of our young men.
Okay. Now, I hate to put you on the spot, but you make a valid point for having more African American males in the classroom. But 2 or 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, coming out of undergrad, you chose a different path. Why? I mean, did you even consider education at that time?
Nope. I mean, the mentor that I had was my mentor, Jawanza.
Okay.
And he, from the startup, prior to going to college, I had an internship at a wealth management firm. So I thought, I wanted to do something in business.
Okay.
Didn't know it was specifically finance, but, that developed over time.
Okay.
But, I was fortunate to meet Jawanza, who was a Trinity alum.
Okay.
In my freshman year.
Okay.
And at that point, I really didn't have any guidance in terms of how to, put myself on a path to success.
Okay.
After post, undergrad.
Okay.
And I met him, and he was very influential in making sure that I stayed on the right track.
Okay.
I mean, he, gave a lot of tough love, and he gave me no breaks. And throughout my from freshman to senior year, and that paid off for me. and I just happened to fall into that career.
Okay.
But he always, Jawanza was very similar to me because he came from a similar background, similar environment, but he already knew the best things in life, and he tried to get me to get.
I'm familiar with your mentor, and I know he's always talking about he's from the hood, but not sure about that. But
you're gonna have an issue with that.
That's fine. We're just having a good time with that. Well, maybe he can come on the show and defend himself. But
I'm sure he will.
I'll let you come have lunch and defend himself.